Some people call it baby fat. Some people say they have just a few extra pounds. Many people, however, have way more than they should. Does it really matter if you are carrying too much fat? Unfortunately, it does. The sad fact is that if you are obese, your life will probably be shorter than someone who does not. Obesity not only affects people's everyday lives, but it also has damaging mental health effects, including low self-esteem, negative body image, anxiety, and depression. It also causes serious physical conditions such as sleep apnea, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and heart failure. As you can see from this diagram, obesity puts a toll on just about every key part of your body. Everything that you eat takes a direct hit at key systems of your body, such as your brain, your arteries, your heart, and your kidney. America is one of the most obese countries in the world, and the reasons are truly quite obvious. Just take a look around you. Fast food chains are on every block and offer unhealthy foods at a less expensive rate than the healthy foods we really should be eating. More and more technology is making our lives easier and therefore lazier. And high amounts of stress are causing us to binge eat. A recent study by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention showed that obesity rates have reached a constant level and stayed there for the past 5 years. However, the levels of obesity are still unacceptable. Almost 34% of American adults are obese, and 69% of American adults are considered to be overweight. This number is more than double the amount of 30 years ago. From this diagram here, we see how the obesity rates are truly rising. Just 20 years ago, the United States was right where it needed to be when it comes to the citizens' weight. Now, just about every state is considered to be obese down there. Are we doing enough to bring these numbers down? My opinion, definitely not. In the past 40 years, there has been an expansion to more than 160,000 fast food restaurants in America. These restaurants serve more than 50 million people a day and generate about 65 million each day. These restaurants, McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's, serve pre-cooked frozen foods, usually thawed out by boiling in hot oil. Only since obesity has become a national epidemic have fast food restaurants changed their ways. Now, their french fries are fried in vegetable oil, and there are now healthier side options to choose from. But I think we need to do more than just change the kind of the oil the french fries are fried in. Maybe we should get rid of french fries altogether and replace them with a healthy alternative like sweet potato fries. Or better yet, why don't we get rid of or extremely decrease the number of the unhealthier fast food chains across the board? We could increase the number of healthy fast food chains such as Subway, Chipotle. In this diagram here, I have the 3 main entrees from each restaurant. As you can see, they all have over 500 calories and close to over 50% of daily fat for the day. Another problem with fast food restaurants is their prices. Sure, they have dollar menus and meals for only a couple of bucks, but these low prices are what attract people to the restaurants and what keep them coming back for more. I do understand that people sometimes need a quick and easy meal, and that's where fast food comes in. But there are people who continually eat at these places, and that is what begins to get unhealthy. So maybe if our unhealthy fast food places raise their prices and our healthy ones lower theirs just a little, people may choose to go to the healthier places instead. In short, I think we really need to start eliminating fast food chains like McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's. And we need to start promoting the healthier ones such as Subway and Chipotle. Another factor leading to weight gain in America is stress. Many Americans have many things to stress over in their lives, including money, family, health, and their homes. All of these cause lots of stress, which can lead to be overweight. Ever notice that when you're really stressed, you tend to crave comfort foods that are high in fat or sugar? Researchers have found that specific hormones may play a role in this specific process. Serotonin is the body's feel-good chemical. When we reach for fattening comfort foods during stressful times, it may be an attempt to self-medicate. For instance, carbohydrates such as muffins, pastries, and cookies all are packed with serotonin. The more serotonin in your body, the better you feel. Therefore, how do we fix this problem? It's simple. We need to learn how to find alternatives to binge eating that supposedly make us feel better. If we set aside a certain amount of time each day to just relax and unwind, then the number on the scale will start really decreasing. We need to find ways that eliminate our stress in our lives. Of course, we can't get rid of all of the stress, but we can definitely decrease the amount. Finally, a lack of exercise is what is contributing to our obesity. According to the Harvard School of Public Health, the average human being needs approximately 2.5 hours of moderate intensity aerobic activity per week. This could be jogging, biking, hiking, etc. Children need 1 or more hours per day of that physical activity. However, in recent years, we have simply become lazy. An annual report on health statistics showed that fewer than 2 out of every 10 Americans reach the recommended amount of exercise, and 25% of Americans do not exercise whatsoever. One of our new favorite pastimes is sitting in front of the television. Our youth love to play the new, high-tech, exciting video games, and although there are some game systems, such as the Wii or the Xbox Kinect, that get the players up and moving, it is absolutely not enough exercise to keep us healthy. We as a country need to become more active. Spend some time outside, get out and enjoy nature and all the outside activities available where you live. Parents need to take more responsibility as well. They need to regulate how much time their children spend watching TV and playing video games, and help their kids find outside activities they can enjoy. Find things to do as a family, so that everyone can get involved. With these easy changes, obesity in children will most definitely begin to drop. I believe there are many simple things we can do to help our country lose weight and become healthy. Things like eating healthier and getting more exercise. But sometimes people aren't able to do these things on their own. So we may need to take drastic steps first until we can really start to see a change in obesity in America. I want to take a minute or two to tell you a story about someone very close to me. My cousin Chris was once a young, slim teenager with a bright future ahead of him. After graduating high school, his body took a turn for the worst. He stopped working out and doing any physical activity whatsoever. By the time he turned 25, he found himself in the emergency room. He had suffered a severe heart attack. His heart simply was not strong enough to support all of his body. After this incident, he changed his lifestyle entirely. He went back to his old lifestyle of lifting weights daily, running at the track, and overall eating healthier. This picture to the right is just 2 years after his hospital visit, and he's in the best shape of his life. He went from a mere 425 pounds to 195 pounds in a little under 2 years. He considers himself to be very lucky, and honestly, he truly is. If people do not make these necessary changes, they too will end up like Chris, but they will honestly not be lucky enough to live on. America truly needs to eat healthier, calm down, and hit the gym.